Hey, love stuff. How you doing? Good too. Oh, I was watching something on YouTube. I know, yeah, it's showing again. Thankfully, my my expenses, yeah, and some music before and in between them and stuff. But this has come to because it's a bit of live footage for me. So anyway, and thankfully, I was watching something on Next Level Soul podcast. Or, yes, so I'm about to put it on a playlist, or I just put it on a playlist. I can't remember because I'm a bit tired. But anyway, um, so it the guy, I think it's called Channeling Humanities Tricked or something. Anyway, yeah, it's like one of my In This Moment songs, isn't it? One of the most recent ones. Anyway, so the guy involved talks and he says, "Love you." Hold on. And she's talking to him, and they say the guides, and Melchizedek is the name they use when they ask for a name, right? So this guy looks to me like my God. So anyway, he's not going on about the stuff that I know him for, that I used to follow him for, about everyone's got an individual soul path, we're all loved, we're all created in love, and all that stuff. No, and he's going about we're all basically saying we're all potential meat to God's incisors and canine teeth and one of the teeth he has. Sorry. he's saying we're all one, and then he says, and we're all responsible for what we've done. So, well, yeah, we are responsible for what we've done. Well, when you're all one, do you know who pays for it? This is a particularly good, obvious example of this is it's a communist, not which of course, I mean, they're all the same group. They use different names at different times, depending on who they're trying to take over and who they're trying to fill. Right? So communist, I don't mean what they say communism is about, but if you ever see it in action. So what it is they talk about oneness, they talk about, sweetie, don't eat that. They talk sorry. They talk about everyone getting a better life and all that stuff. And what actually happens is that the elite, the leaders of the communist, whatever communist group, are in charge of everything. And then, so they get the most. They get the most of everything apart from abuse. The supposedly middle class either stay the same or go down. They get less. Either stay the same or get less. The lower class, so probably middle class and like that, because they might be used as trophy wives or trophy husbands or breeding stock or advisors or something. The lower class or classes might go from a very small amount of money to slavery. Yeah. So anyway, when they talk about oneness, when they say about everyone's responsible for their actions, then hang on, huh? If everyone's responsible for their own actions, but everyone's one, and huh? You know how this works, thing. What's mine is mine, first be with me, source be with me, flow be with me, what's mine is mine. My US, can be something yesterday. Stop going off. Stay away from me. If there's trouble, think down, chat, doing Terry. Ask me for help. Right. Don't just go off on them. Right. So stop praying to them as well. And they'll stop being able to find you. Stop being able to get you. And they'll stop having permission to be near you. Anyway. So yeah. So it's the same group as the Roman invaders, occupiers of the times of Jesus, spoken about in the Bible, and spoken about in the temple, and the money changers tables in the temple, which is myself as the Jesus in that bit where they're trying to sell angels, who they're called pigeons, to be sacrificed to pay for their sins, and that's their currency. And he's saying the same thing. He's saying oneness means they're going to pick everyone, farm everyone, slave everyone, pick off all the, and pick on most worthwhile ones, like they do on you, yeah, and others. And they're going to get, I think everyone else is going to pay for their crimes. Their negativity is going to hit everyone else. Their negativity is just because they do negative things to the others. And yeah, anyway, so that they, to put in law court terms, in mafia terms, or organised crime terms, like an organised crime person commits a crime, like murder. If somebody witnesses it and tries to press, and the police or whoever help them to press charges against the one who committed the crime, then the organised crime person will say that even though they've committed that crime, if they kill the witness, that they don't have to pay. That's basically it. Right. I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. So this is that why you put the Mafia Godfather music at the beginning of the Big Lasso thing? Yeah. And bring the table to the table. Why would I need you? Anyway, so I'm trying to change that currency to righteousness, love, and in love with and respect. No abuse ever. Anyway, so I was listening to some more of the interview. He said, and I hate this one. This is like level 2. The first level is of evilness trying to take you over a non-obvious period of time, non-obvious way. So whoever they're aiming that podcast to is probably to higher dimensions, higher levels, trying to make it less obvious they're doing it. Just casual thoughts or something. Except so the first one they do is the evilness doesn't exist. The other one they might try which is at the same first level is evilness depends on what you call evil, So the second level one is what he just said, which is, sorry, I forgot what it was. Hang on. Yeah. He said because everyone's one, that means that they're all one with God or with Christ or something, right? And he said, so it's impossible to commit sin. What? What? Of course, that doesn't make any sense, does it? So basically, what he said was, if God says you haven't committed a crime or a sin, you haven't, except you have, yeah, because the truth is the truth, even if you're a minority of one, and the truth will set you free, and truth in all kinds of sacred books and holy books and in our own lives. Once you have enough truth, you can work out what's going on, what you want to do about it. So that's just calling it not evil, like he said, yeah. So he's saying that if God or Jesus say that something's not a crime or a sin, even if it is a crime or a sin, that it's not a crime or a sin. So, okay, if God and Jesus, whatever God or Jesus he's talking about, are actually righteous love, in love with and respect, and truthful, of course, because that's part of righteousness and love, and love with and respect, isn't it? Then if they think whatever they've done is not abuse, then it probably isn't. But what he's actually saying is, if whoever's calling himself, I love you, whoever's calling themselves God or Jesus Christ, say it's not a crime or a sin. It's like saying that somebody's not guilty because they killed a witness, and God and Jesus Christ, whichever ones they are, would say, because they're one with a certain group, and if someone in that group commits that crime, then they're going to support that group because they're one with that group, and he's completely corrupt. Yeah. So anyway, I think so. Anyway, I hope often they're being brave because they're worried about me. So sorry, but the time, and so they're out in the rain and they're out in the dark, and I thought they'd gone home, and something nasty, looks like a Greynock meaning I was looking before when they screamed. So I think he's gone now, and there's another one hanging around who looks like death, and shoot death off. Pray for me. Yes. Anyway, should be alright. Hopefully, but I love you. I love you. I better attend to the 16 leaves. Yeah.